You can definitely be cruising along through life. I had a very good job, a nice home with a pool, my 2 kids, nice cars, financially comfortable. And then life does what life does sometimes and throws you some curveballs. And I found myself in a position having to leave my marriage very quickly. I essentially left with my children and that was it, nothing else. And within an 8-week period after that, I was in quite a bad car accident. I did develop PTSD as a result of an unhealthy marriage. And I had a very good job as a human resources manager at a fairly prestigious law firm. I'm not able to return to that line of work. And when you don't have the ability to feed your children, get them a pair of shoes when their feet grow, it can be very upsetting. I have spent times in the last year looking around my house and wondering what I could sell so that I could get a bag of milk.
Because as you can imagine, it's really hard for anybody, let alone a parent, to say, you know what, I really need help. I'm struggling with putting food on the table. I'm struggling with finding some clothes for my kids because I'm out of a job right now. Or I'm just struggling because I have some personal mental health challenges. When we kind of send something and stop and we say, hey, I noticed that. Can you tell me more about? We try our best to say, okay, you know, can we help with? What about this? Will this help? And that's when we put a grant, an application in through the HLF. And we've been so fortunate this year that every request that we've put in, we've never been denied. And it makes us able to turn around and say, hey, you know what? We found something that can help you. And it makes a difference. The smallest things make the difference.
Child comes to school in the middle of wintertime wearing running shoes. And the teacher notices and says, asks where his boots are or her boots are, and they don't have them. They can't afford boots. So to see a child get a pair of boots, things like that just makes you feel good that you know the money's going to something that's well worth it.
It's been very humbling to find myself in this position, but at the same time, it's restored my faith in people, in society. I have been so grateful for the help. So grateful.